Live? Always weird. It takes a bit for it to register on my end that we're live. Mic is messing up. Ah. Ew. Why is it being like this? Okay, here we go. Alright, let's post in the Discord. Stream ends when we hit 80. Let's go. I've done some grinding this morning. Only just now turning on the camera though. Oh yes, let's get YouTube chat pulled up. Been a while since we streamed to YouTube. The Discord. There we go. Alright, YouTube chat pulled up, got Twitch chat pulled up. What's up guys? Welcome in. Still getting back used to streaming. It is a lot. Let's go and hop back in a dungeon queue. Now look, we only have like 1.5 levels to go. But we're close. We're very close. I have some guildies that hit 80 last night. I've seen some people that have like many characters level 80 already. Because the trick is you just slam dungeons. And yesterday in the stream we were doing a bunch of questing. But dude, dungeons are where it's at. I mean, you get a group together and you can just blast through them. And for the most part, pug groups are absolutely blasting through them. So that's nice. Nice for us, at least. Are you copy max style? Are you copy max style? I don't know. Oh, do you mean like the beard and the hair? If that's what you mean, no. This is just how I look. People have said that I do look a lot like him, so I'm not trying to look like him. This is just how I look. This is how my facial hair grows. That's funny though. I always thought we could have been like, I'm sure there's a chance we're related in some way because of how similar we look. We even have like not just the same like facial hair and like short hair, but we have the same like facial structure. Like if you look at a picture of him, like we have the same, like our profile is like probably the exact same, which is weird. But no, not trying. Just accidentally stumbling upon it. But we have been just easy breezing through these levels. Currently sitting at 78. We're very close. I do want to get all the healers to 80 as quick as possible, but like I'm not gonna like speed run it. And yeah, my goal originally was to try and get it done during early access, like get all of them done during early access. That's not gonna happen. Brother from another mother, ain't that the truth though? You know, you're not the first person who's commented on that DevCon. Also, cool name, DevCon 1. It's a good name. Yeah, I definitely get that a lot. It's me and him, and then me and Mad Skills. You know, they say that I'm like the bridge between the two. It's like it goes Mad Skills on one end, me, Max on the other. But we are doing the easiest. I know Mir's leveled 17 characters to 80 today. I saw on Genji's stream, he had like 18 characters level 80. I don't know if it was all today or what, but you know they've been practicing leveling, and they have like a group. I think they're in the same group, right? Genji and Mir's. I could be wrong, but they have a group and they just basically like run through a dungeon, kill the dungeon, go next. You know. Which, you know, with me, I don't have anyone to play with. However, if you guys want to hop in, absolutely, that would be a blast. So if y'all want to hop in after this one, just make sure and like say like, hey, stop. Personally, Kosumo, I have really liked leveling as Mistweaver because one, it is so easy. So comparing Windwalker to Mistweaver, like Windwalker is like historically the best, the fastest, because of all of its mobility. However, since the fastest way to level here has been dungeons, I've really liked Mistweaver because one, you get healer queues. So if you're solo queuing like I am, you get healer queues. And two, since you're doing such like big pools, you can literally like just spinning crane kick. I just hold down my spinning crane kick button, J Fire Stomp every now and then to set it down, and we just go to town. And I can like read chat. Like it's such a chill experience. Oh, and by the way, like comparing it to Windwalker once again, Windwalker, they're like reliant on their energy. They can't like spam spinning crane kick like we can. So for that reason, I like Mistweaver because like look, even on like single target, it's not efficient at all. But like I can just sit here and hold down one button, and just look at chat. What's up, nerdies? Good to see ya. Welcome in. We just hit go live, and I'm telling you guys, we're gonna blast through this last level and a half really quick. I guess I can stop to get some gold. Just holding down the button. How's everyone doing today? You know, this whole week I've thought it's like a different day. Like on Tuesday, I was like, I told my wife, hey, we're going to the store tomorrow. And she's like, what? Because we go on Fridays? She's like, it's Tuesday. I was like, what? No, it's not. And then on Wednesday, I was like, well, yeah, we're going to the store tomorrow. And she's like, no, it's Wednesday. We go the next day. And then today, I honestly couldn't tell you what day it is. I think it's Friday. I think it's Friday. What day is it? It's Friday. Yeah, I've just been all off this week. But that's how you know I've been locked up in gaming all week long. Can I do dungeon leveling on my first 80? So it depends, Cosimo. I don't really know like what the best way to level is from like 0 to 70 or like 1 to 70. But if you're going from, like if you have a level 70 monk and you want to take it to up to 80, yeah, you can absolutely queue up for normal dungeons. You'll see here we just finished one. And look, did y'all see how much of my mental capacity was given to to this dungeon? Solely M said, can confirm it's Friday. I appreciate that. Keeping me in check. But yeah, you can definitely do it. Like, look, you just queue up for normal dungeons here. Random dungeons. They give about a little under 70,000 XP. But like, you gotta make sure you're rested, which right now, us multi-queuing, like us back-to-back queuing, we are not rested. So we're getting a little bit less, but yeah, you can. Short, long answer short. Yes, you can. I know. I'm pretty sure. So this week, the only like things that you can do during early access are normal dungeons. So like random normal dungeons and delves. But I think it's like up to level 3 delves. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I've seen a lot of my guildies hop on and after they hit 80, they just slam delves all day because I think it gives you up to like 544 item level. I can pull it up in my Discord. They have it like they have it all noted down there. But that's what people are doing once they hit 80. Me personally, since I play this game so much, I'm not like really too pressed on getting like at each increment getting to that max item level as fast as possible, because I know that just when the next week hits, like I play so much that I'll surpass that level anyways. So my main goal is just to get all the healers to 80, and obviously starting off with the Mistweaver. But look, we just blast through. That was a boss, by the way. That was a boss, and that's like a tanky boss too. Takes a while to kill. But gamers are gaming. People speedrun these dungeons. By the way, I have been watching your vids for a while. First time catching you live. Thanks for everything you do. I always finish your vids with a smile. Your energy is contagious. Solely, I really appreciate that. I've been going through a lot lately. That's why I haven't been streaming, but also just like this week we've gotten some brutal news in the family. So it's just been a pretty rough week. So you have no idea how much I appreciate you just taking the time to type that out. So I really appreciate that. I try to just I'm generally just like a very happy person. Don't you have to do the MSQ main story quest at least once? Yeah, I've already I basically yesterday I did all the questing until I got bored, and then now we're jamming keys. But you can do like the questing makes you do some delves and stuff. Optimistic. The questing makes you do some delves. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. Don't you have to do? Oh, I just read that. got me oh my goodness, got me into Mistweaver in season 2, got to 3.2k. What a gamer. What a gamer. Nerdy said, I finally joined a guild. Nerdies, what game are you playing? Oh my goodness, imagine not being in a guild in your whole WoW experience. What were you doing, Nerdies? Just like solo queuing every week for raid night? I mean, I guess there's fun in that. I really guess there's fun in that. Just going like LFR every week and stuff. But yeah, I appreciate the words, Nerdies and Sully. I appreciate it. Yeah. Also, one of the main reason why I stopped streaming for that long period of time is my right hand. I know exactly what caused the injury, but we don't know what the injury was. I was just told to rest it. And even now, like I'm playing, and every now and then when I press a button, it just like my nerves twitch, and it makes my fingers like do this. It's really like, I don't know what it is, but taking a break of streaming has really helped. And also just like when I play for a video and for testing and stuff, I'll go all out, go serious and stuff. But like when I play like just now playing casually, I don't need to go all out. I am not going all out. That's why I'm spinning, crank kicking, and running. Earlier, before I turned on the stream, I was literally typing I was /following the tank and just holding down spinning, crank kick. So like, you gotta take the game at your own pace. You can't go all out all the time. I was just vibing. I didn't raid, only Mythic Plus. Oh, I got that. We have a guildie who we picked up last season, I want to say. He's like our backup healer, but he's the number 2. He was the number 1 Resto Shaman on the leaderboards for Mythic Plus, but now he's number 2. And I don't know if he maybe he was just like momentarily number 1, but he's definitely top 2 Resto Shamans on the leaderboard for Mythic Plus. And he doesn't like to raid, but he just didn't have a raid guild. You know, there's like valuable gear in raiding. So we picked him up. We were like, hey, look, raid with us if you want. Oh, I think I have aggro on everything. Did our tank die? Uh-oh. But, so yeah, we basically have a 5th healer for like when we need a 5 heal fight, or if like one guy calls out and stuff. And he's basically like another DPS player. Like I don't get it. Like if I sat there and I practiced doing damage as a Resto Shaman all day, I could never match his numbers. They are insane. Like he puts up some crazy stuff. Oh yeah, so Kroopson, I hope I'm saying that right. But so in my Discord, if you type exclamation Discord, I do have like all of my UI laid out, but it's not this UI that you're seeing. I have not updated it. I do plan on doing so soon. So if you join the Discord, you'll see that you can download like my Dragonflight UI, but eventually, like sometime this week, I do plan on going in and updating it because I have Cell now. Cell's a great add-on that I've been practicing with. Where are they? And my weak auras, I've like shifted them down. I'm still not really sold on this weak aura position. I might actually like move it up here, because my eyes have to do a lot of traveling this way, and I feel like keeping it more like central, because I used to have like my health bars here and my UI here. I don't know. We're still working with it. That's why I haven't really updated it for you. But if you want like my old stuff, which is stupid, but I would get it, then it's there. It was not Pablo. It was Shamrocked. It's Shamrocked. Like I said, I don't know what the leaderboards look like right now, but like at the time that we picked him up, it was like him versus that Lauren person. Which even Shamrock's like, Lauren is like unstoppable. There's no way we can beat Lauren, but Lauren, I don't know the people. I don't want to be talking about it like I know exactly what I'm talking about, but the guildie is Shamrocked. Is that a 2nd elite level shaman? You have Shamrocked in your guild too, right? No, it is just Shamrocked. Okay, then I'll wait for the update. Yeah, and Kroopson, like I said, if you join the Discord now, like I will post like, hey, I've updated all my UI in the UI channel, but it's the reason why I have it in Discord is because then it's like all in one spot for you guys to download, you know what I mean? So it's just easy to do it that way. But yeah. We are just rolling through these, literally rolling through these dungeons. My inventory's full. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mount? Stop spinning?
I can't carry anymore.
Bro, you just unmounted me. Dismounted? That's probably right. Okay, also, a problem with this weak aura, or this cell positioning, is that it does block my little male guy, or my little goblin guy. Okay, that person, or that piece of gear will be in our mailbox, I'm pretty sure. Eventually, I'd like to join a guild and Mythic Raid too. My new guild is fun, but it's more of just a friends guild than a super serious Mythic Raiding guild. Nerdies, I think you're taking the right route. That is the perfect way to do it. Is to join, like, work your way up from like casual to work your way up from casual to Mythic. You know what I mean? Like stick with your guild for a while. If you're still having fun, stick with them. You know, like this game, it's a video game. Have fun while playing it. But if you want to like do harder content, find a guild that does the harder content. You know. Do you stream full time, bro? Stream. I haven't. I've taken a break from streaming, but like content creation full time, yes. I spend like every waking hour, some way or another, devoting something to my YouTube channel and Twitch. So content creation full time, yes. Stream, it's normally like when I'm on a normal schedule, it's like stream 3 days a week, make videos like 7 days a week, you know. But lately, like I said, we've been taking a break from streaming for a bit because there was a lull in content, and I figured that was a good time to let my hands like heal, basically. Are you still trying the all healers to 3K mission? Yes, but I'm still debating. I don't want to make episode 1 yet because from what I'm hearing is like you know how one season like people will get up to 3,900 IO, and then the next season like the highest IO is like 3,400, and so I want to make sure that we scale it a bit. So like if it's another season where the highest IO achieved is like 3,400 or like, you know, 3,200, then obviously I don't want to go through taking all the healers to 3K. But if it's like another 3,900 season, sure, I'll take all healers to 3K, you know what I mean? But if not, then yeah, we'll go like all healers to KSM. But like an all healer challenge, yes. What the goal is, who knows yet. Super sweet monk tech, roll midair, double jump right before you hit the ground, you take no fall damage. But yeah, I'm still waiting to see what that scale's like, because you know, it's sometimes they surprise you with how rough the IO grind can be that season. And I would hate to make like episode 1 all healers to 3K, and then like episodes 2 through whatever be all healers to KSM, because then it just wouldn't be linear, you know. And it's funny because I already made an intro for it, like a really cool intro, and I'm like, man, I might have to scrap this. For reference, we consistently have a Brewmaster and 2 Windwalkers and me on Mistweaver in the same raid. Oh, okay, so y'all have that Mystic Touch buff. Y'all have it on lock. I mean, that's good. More monks is better than no monks, I guess. It's just unfortunate that monks are like kind of mid in every role at all times, except for, I guess, Mistweaver's been pretty solid lately. I've heard good things about Brewmaster this season, though. Season 1, so who knows? Who knows? Yeah, the Season 1 dungeons are crazy. But I personally, like, Necrotic Wake and Mist of Tear and Scythe, like, with those being the 2 returning ones from Shadowlands, like, those were 2 of my favorite dungeons, so even if those are like really hard, dude, I could slam those all day and have a good time. Even if like my group is BMing and like leaving after we wipe and stuff, like I could slam those dungeons all day. I do wish, like, they aren't my favorite Shadowlands dungeons. We're just gonna yoink all these mobs. Dude, all the roll mobility talents are pretty cool for leveling. Kind of forced my tank into a big pool, which is kind of BM, but we've run like a couple dungeons with this guy, and I know that he would have done this pool regardless had we not grabbed it for him, you know? See, he's like running to the end. I play Heal Druid. You helped me very much to play him. Hey, I appreciate that. My Druid UI is kind of scuffed right now. For example, if I talented out of Celestial Conduit, like if I talented it into Master of Harmony, there would be like a hole here in my UI where the Celestial Conduit icon is, and it's just because I have, you know, I'm still developing my UI before I kind of like release it to you guys. Still trying to make sure there are no holes in any content and stuff. Angel have 3 BM hunters. Dang. We always say, can we get Mystic Touch? That's funny. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, but my Resto Druid UI has so many holes. Like, I have not filled them yet. Hey, okay, I said stream ends when we hit 80, but honestly, we might hop on and level another character. I really want to level my Resto Shaman because I just want to play it. Let's be real, it's a good time. But I also want to level my Resto Druid because my Resto Druid is my Gathering Profession tune. Or, you know, in Shadowlands it was. I didn't do any professions in Dragonflight, which I heard was like a bad call because it was a good time. But I definitely want to like try and level up at least like herbalism. Although like bots basically ruin the market, the most fun I've ever had was in Shadowlands. There was this one little skinning farm that I would do right outside of the other side where you just run around and collect all those like little like fox deer looking things and like bear looking things, and you just run around in bear form and just collect all of them, kill them all, and then just skin them. Like, I could do that for hours, have a movie on the other monitor, have some like Avatar The Last Airbender lo-fi going, or, you know, like, oh my god, the most chill way to spend a Saturday was to skin farm. So I definitely do want to like have that as an option again. For sure. Celestial Conduit, this pool can get a little hairy if things don't die fast enough. It feels like, I don't know if y'all are having the same experience, but it kind of feels like Mop Remix a little bit. Oh, hey, Nick, hey, speaking of your question, I'm kind of answering. It feels like Mop Remix because I had a 400, like, 50 item level Vengeance Demon Hunter earlier who, like, ran through the whole dungeon. He wasn't dying because this stuff doesn't hurt. And he ran through the entire dungeon, and then he like turned a corner so all the mobs would gather, and then he spirit bombed and nuked everything in one shot. And it's just like it feels a lot like Mop Remix, you know? Like, some people are just like broken, like just can one-shot things. And it's funny because like I wonder if people are leveling their Mop Remix characters, or can you even? Because I have a couple that I had gotten to 70 that I would like to whip it. I have a backup monk now at 70 that I got from Mop Remix. But the leveling is super chill, Nick. I'm having a good time. I'm taking it very easy. Yeah, holy scaling Batman, I know. It kind of made me wonder, like, I should have looked at his gear more, but I just know he was 455 item level. I don't know if he had any, like, special gear, like any trinkets that kind of helped him do that or what, but it was crazy. It was crazy. Look at this refreshing Jade win. Look at all that value, free healing. We also have some points to spend. Keep forgetting these. August Dynasty. Actually, we can bump on down to Unity. Let's take it. 3 BM Hunters. 3 BM Hunters, how many Brewmasters? We have a Brewmaster, 3 BM Hunters. It's a lot of bowel movements. A lot of bowel movements. Resto Druid struggling this season? Not from what I'm seeing. I see a lot of the top players are liking Resto Druid. And from my experience, I've had a great time with Resto Druid. Now, if you go back and watch when I first initially tested it on the beta, dude, it was without, you know, lack of a better term, it was a shit show. the heals. I would literally cast Wild Growth, and it felt like I was doing like season 2, Shadowlands worth of healing. Um, your heals were not packing a punch. And then they had like a bunch of rounds of buffs, some more nerfs to counterbalance the buffs, and they've landed in a pretty good spot, in my opinion. I'm not like the expert to ask on that, but I at least have an opinion, and it's a pretty solid one. So I think it's gonna be I don't know if they're gonna be like at the top of the meta because Resto Shaman kind of has all the hype around them, but they could, they have a pretty good chance of being like top 2. Kind of like, do you remember that one season of Dragonflight? I don't know if it was 1 or 2, but the one where it was like Evoker and Druid at the top, and like a lot of people would play Evoker if they had an Evoker, but if not, they would just default to Druid. That's kind of what could possibly happen. Is like, I feel like Shaman's gonna be the top dog, and then there's gonna be some like other default like 2, 3, rank 4 ones. I don't know if there's gonna be like a bad healer. I don't know. It's just, you can't really like make any definitive statements about how things are gonna perform until you actually see it play out, and like you see things scale with item level and stuff. And plus, y'all know Blizzard is notorious for just like, hey, after week 1, we see that this dungeon is really hard, so we're just gonna nerf it to oblivion. They did that with Sanguine Depths, and they did that with like, was it Azure Vaults or something? But they just hit it with like round after round after round of nerfs. So like, we still don't know where things are gonna land. So it's just hard to make a definitive statement. Also, I wanna get a new plater profile, because this one that I have is very outdated. And one of my favorite YouTubers of WoW, his name's Vesperal TV. He just made a new plater profile that looks really good, really, really clean. So I think I'm gonna download that one soon. Yeah, Disc is kind of rough. Disc is like suffering hard from Voidweaver starting out so good. Voidweaver was so good when I first tried it, and then turns out like also Shadow Priest was using it, but mainly like Disc Priest was solely using it, and then they just like, they nerfed it really hard. They nerfed like, I think, Void Blast damage and something else, but it's just kind of like a shell of its old self, and it's not like it's like it wasn't warranted. I also need to move my big wigs. Oh my goodness. But it's kind of like a shell of its old self, and I think part of the reason is that they really want people to play or have the option between it and Oracle, but it's like, just change Oracle. No one enjoys Oracle. I mean, some people do, but it's especially not for Disc Priest. Like, it's brutal. It's brutal. Honestly, y'all, I was not expecting to die there. I was like, I thought we were unkillable. I was kind of half paying attention until it was too late. But yeah, no, Disc is in a weird spot. I think Oracle Priest is just in a weird spot, and it's a shame because like Shadow Priest will kind of hold. It'll hold Voidweaver back, and it's gonna hold what's the other one? Archon back. They're not gonna let that go like too crazy. So then that's just gonna hold the healers back. Oh no, or the good healing ones back. So it's like, if that's the case, if you're gonna nerf or tune Voidweaver and Archon around Shadow Priest, then buff the nuts out of Oracle. You know what I mean? Like, do you use Grid 2 or so normally I use Grid 2, but I'm trying out Cell and I'm actually really liking it. One thing that I don't like about Cell is, watch this. I'm gonna apply an Enveloping Mist, and normally on Grid, I can have Renewing Mist in the top right corner. I know that like my Enveloping Mist is like bottom right corner, and then like Life Cocoon is the center of the nameplates. But one thing about Cell that I haven't quite figured out is, if I have multiple hots on an ally, it just kind of like stacks them and layers them to the, just kind of like you're reading a book right to left, like, you know what I mean? So like that, I'm sure there might be a setting that I just haven't found yet that could be good for that. But other than that, Cell has been really solid. and not having to add in all the debuffs and buffs and like spell types and stuff has just been like been really nice. And a couple of you guys, like a lot of my viewers, just kept saying, "Dude, everything that you're saying that you wish Grid can do, Cell does. Just give it a shot." And finally, I cracked, and here we are. One thing I like about Oracle is nearly permanent uptime on Atonement, which felt pretty good. Yeah, like there are some really good things about Oracle, and they've buffed it to a like a fine spot. It's just it's one of those things that like on paper it looks really good, but then when you get it into practice, there's no way that you can predict so many pools ahead which of the four premonitions you want per pack. You know what I mean? Like it felt like it never lined up how I would have liked it. Like if we come up to a tank buster pack, I didn't have the shield one available, and then we come up to a big AoE pack and I didn't have the one that redistributes my healing and stuff like that. So it just, I don't know, it just felt clunky in that sense, but when it does line up, I mean, it lines up. It is pretty sweet. Um, I don't know, just to me, it felt like one of those that they're kind of just gonna let go in the state that it's in, and like some people will love it, some people will find great success with it, but a lot of people will avoid it just because of, like, I don't know if it's variance. I don't know if variance is the right word, but I don't know what I mean. But yeah. I will say, like, people keep talking about how hard the Season 1 dungeons are. Yeah. But, dude, the Season 2 dungeons look sick. Like, I am so excited for um, the metery one, the rookery. Like, there's some pretty cool ones coming. Some pretty tough ones coming, too. But that metery one, I think it's called metery. Dude, that one is so much fun. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, I normally use Grid 2. I'm a pretty big Grid 2 fan. Like, a lot of people keep telling me to try Voodoo and other things. Oh, we hit it. We hit 80. We hit 80 on the Mistweaver. I also haven't even swapped out gear. I'm pretty sure I have some better gear now. We hit 80. What do we get? We get a trophy? Now what? What does it tell me to do? Nothing. No instruction. What? So what is the? Why are people playing their 80 characters? It's just to get like just for gear, right? Grats. I appreciate that. Pretty sure it's just for item level, right? My guilty's saying grats. I'm just gonna say like thank you. Now what? But I know like this. I have liked early access. I think it's funny how all the like world first monk and high five. True. But I think it's funny how like all the like you know big time raiders and all them are like blitzing a bunch of characters because like that's just their job. They kind of have to do that. But for like us, like it has the early access has been so chill because I don't feel rushed. Like yeah, I could rush myself, but like I've just been having the most chill experience, like taking in this awesome zone and these cool dungeons. And honestly, it's like been such a good like a breath of fresh air in my opinion. So that this so far has been my experience for the early access. All the all the hate around it aside, it's been a good time. It's been a good time. Let's hop on over to, let's do the shaman. Let's get like a level on the shaman. I'm pretty sure it will make us do some. Look at that, level 80. Love to see that. They keep improving this screen, like with the whole war bands and stuff. But one thing that I've never like known why they haven't added is why don't they add like a vault symbol here to let you know what characters you still have a vault to open? To me, that's just like a gimme. Like that is the most obvious thing. But yeah, I'm just glad to see the back of Uldaman. The back of Uldaman, is that here? Am I missing something? Is that what we're seeing? The back of Uldaman? Interesting. I did not even know that. All right, the shaman. I have no idea what the state of my shaman is. We're probably gonna have both grid and cell load in. Um, yeah, my UI is gonna be a bit scuffed. But we got one healer down, one of six. One, I need to get six healers to level 80. And now that I've like swapped from questing to dungeons, it's going so fast, like so fast. And I'm sure delves are possibly even quicker. But I have not even explored that really. But man, these load screens, they never fail. Never fail. Oh yeah. This is the experience. You know, this is what everyone was afraid of for the early access. They thought this is all that it would be. However, it's been pretty clean. The one thing that has kind of like failed in this sense of like loading screen wise isn't the loading screens. It's been like when you go to turn in a quest and you click on the NPC, it just hasn't been responsive. Okay, so our UI is pretty good. Question is, can we just hop in, do dungeons? No, random dragonflight dungeon. How does one do? What do we do? Do we just have to go to the new zone? New zone? Let's do it. Okay, I'm getting Lua errors on one of my weak cores, but I can see it's working. It's annoying. Pretty sure we just have to go to the new zone. And if you haven't seen how to get to the new zone, it's a long flight, but it's a really cool one. Like I've one thing that I have to give props to is like the design of this the new zone and the new atmosphere has been so good. Like I am excited to quest in an area for the first time since Shadowlands and like Revendreth and what was the Night Fae one? Ardenweld. Ardenweald? Whatever. But the new zone looks sick. Load screen. Oh, I was gonna pull up the thing in our guild Discord. Um, they said so this week you level your characters and there's normal dungeons slash level 3 delves that give 554 gear. So 554 gear as of my or you know following my guildies, they said it's the max gear that we can get. I also, man, I really need to change all my characters' names. One thing that I did during mock remix is I used it as a time to basically remake a lot of my characters' names. So I made a monk named LB Ninja that I kind of do also want to get the 80, but after I get all the other characters. Honestly, I should have just skipped that on LBN, just gone straight for LB Ninja, but whatever. And then I have like Felby Ninjas, Demon Hunter, Yelby Ninjas, a warrior. Like I kind of want to get that theme going. The rest of the names of all my characters, they don't mean anything. They were kind of like when I was a brand new player to the game, I was like, what would a shaman name be like? And I was like, Ilana, you know, like super lame. And my druid is named Natra. Ooh. Luffy, what's up, Luffy? Welcome in. Luffy 93. But yeah, this is the giant sword that fell from the sky. I'm pretty sure this like just landed here, right? Or has it just been here and I've never noticed it? Oh, I need to change the title because um we got our monk to 80. Monk done onto shaman. On shaman. Sword was there at the end of Legion. Oh. Nothing new. Man, this flight is grueling though. At least we have dragon riding though. Like I've noticed like dragon riding has made leveling so much more bearable. It's been there forever. To me it's new. Okay, I've never been to this zone before. Like if I'm being honest, Matthew. I and you know the reason why I thought it was new was because in that one cutscene where Anduin's like, "No, I'm not gonna come help you," and like Thrall's like, "Come on, dude, like get over it." I think it's Thrall. Um, he's like, "Well, what about that?" and like points to the sword, and Anduin's like, "Whoa," you know, like I've never seen that before. I'm like, "Me too, Anduin, me too." All right, we're gonna see if we can get some of these early intro quests done and just unlock dungeons ASAP. Sargeras threw a hissy fit at losing and stabbed the planet. Don't we all? You know, I do remember that it shows the cutscene of it. All of BFA was about healing the planet from the sword. How, like, how does one even? How does one even? So weird. Like, why are we flying to it? It looks sick, though. It really does. Ayabashi. Yeah, the moment we can unlock dungeons, it's kind of funny that you can run like random heroic dragonflight dungeons. Do y'all want to sit here and level 2,000 experience at a time? Let's do it. Sounds like a blast. Ugh, finally here. No, we've seen it. We've seen the movies.
You saw it too.
Just let me in.
Hope they're growing stronger.
Let me in,
I
Thrall.
hear no one's seen him for a few years.
He'll be there. He has to be. Magni.
Man, it's also like still look at the T-pose hovering.
This is about
That has been happening quite a bit. Look at Thrall just like min T-posing. Been happening a bit too much.
Azeroth needs its speaker, and so do we.
All right, Magni,
sometimes destiny whispers.
take us to how do y'all say Dalaran? Dalaran? I've heard it said like that.
She hasn't been speaking to me. After all I gave, she left me like this,
Did it?
unable to feel the warmth.
It's crazy to me that people are getting like 18 characters to 80 already.
Not
That's wild. How fast was the world first? Do y'all know?
speak to me.
Like, was it less than an hour probably?
Trying to tell us. I can hear her
We've
voice.
seen all this. We watched this yesterday. Normally I don't like to skip cutscenes, but only on the first playthrough.
Brave this darkness.
After that, it's just kind of just slowing you down.
Meet us in Dalaran when
Slowing you
you're able.
down. Couple of hours, probably 2 to 3 hours. Still though, that is insane. Was it like a streamer? Like was it like the Gingy crew or some other person? Because I know JB, I don't know if he goes by J.B or JB. I know his stream title yesterday was like going for world first. I think they were going for the running. I don't know who else was like, you know, giving it an honest shot. But for me, I don't know, something about that experience, it sounds miserable. It sounds obnoxious because like you're sitting here like, who else am I like racing verse? And like you're sitting there staring at like a loading screen.
It
Oh
seems
man, that would just be the most
free
frustrating thing.
Too much.
Da. What have you done to yourself this time?
What have you done to yourself?
Well, I'm listening. Oh, you'll likely find Dagran with his nose in a book. It's why he insisted we come to Dalaran. Are you here to chat or work? May your
Alright.
hammer strike true.
My bad.
You didn't
Dude,
know
the
that I chose
voice
to
acting this
stay
tier.
with
You know,
Dagran.
my two favorite voices that are in this tier. One, Skitter, I think his name, Skitter. It's Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. And then two is that one boss in Stone Vault where they throw the orb at you and then the giant cube comes and just like trucks you. The guy boss of that fight is the same voice actor as, I'm pretty sure the same voice actor as Pete from like, you know, like Mickey Mouse and Kingdom Hearts and all that. So it's just, I'm pretty sure those are the same people.
Magni's made of
That, and I'm
stone,
pretty sure
so
Skitter is
beg
Stitch.
pardon, pal.
So it's nice like having familiar voices.
Never the best father. But you can still
Someone on
be
beta
good
did
to
it in less than
Grandad.
2 hours, hour and 50.
Please,
Oh, that is crazy.
wake up.
That is
Find
crazy.
yourself, champion. We need you.
Man, it's also got to be so discouraging. Like, if you're trying to do that, like going for the world first level, or level 80, and you hear that someone did it like in a sub 2 hour run, and you're like sitting there at like 2 hours and 30, that's got to be like so discouraging, you know?
Once more,
I've heard this.
Dalaran is called
Squad rolls
to the
up.
aid of our world. Be mindful of your duty.
Inquiring minds just got to know.
What does that say? It says Warband previously.
Hello there.
Your warband previously completed this quest. Do I need to like add my shaman into my warband? Is that something that I need to do? I honestly, 100% real with you guys, I don't understand what the purpose of warbands is. To me, it just looks like a different loading screen, but I'm pretty sure, like, I know there is some functionality that I'm missing out on.
The eternal sun guides us.
Oh, it's these things. I have to. Maybe I have to get out of Ghost Wolf form. Ah. Dude, watching my Tauren do that quest was hilarious.
Shaman, I have an urgent message.
Here's this next one. Ah,
I am listening. Farewell.
where are you? Stairs? Ah, man, what am I supposed to be doing? And questing is so it really shows me how dumb I am. I hope I'm not alone. But what am I supposed to be doing? No, don't want a haircut. I see the marker. I do.
What brings you
I
here?
don't see any. Oh, I'm stupid. I actually am stupid.
Good
I
luck.
didn't see that. Thank God no one saw that. It's just crazy though how many different ways you can be competitive in WoW. Like, you know, obviously there's the race to world first raid, and there's like people that IO push and stuff. Like, those are obvious because there is an actual like built-in leaderboard system. But then people like speed run leveling, like that's crazy. And I know there's like people that would speed run like getting like certain mounts and stuff. Warband is just a better way to say battle.net account bound.
Remains much to be done.
But like it doesn't have to do with like gearing or anything. Like your gear's not shared or anything like that, or like quests isn't shared. People were saying it's going to be like an easier way to level your characters, but I don't really see how. I know I'm missing something.
I thought it best to wait for you.
Illyria, we've seen this quest.
You've arrived just in time. It is a
Alright, let's save the world.
I'll open a rift for us. Follow me.
Let's do it. Hell yeah. Jump over it. It's nice that they didn't make her like walk all the way down the stairs. You just have to
Head through when you're ready.
walk. Follow Illyria. Let's go. And I'm surprised that I know that people also did like mop remix speedruns. I'm sure what was the fastest 1 to 70 mop remix? It had to be crazy. I saw someone did it in like 10 minutes because they had like
There's something else.
stacked quests or something. It was a Reddit post. I don't know if it was like
They call
not
it
hacked, but
the Radiant Song.
I don't know if it was like photoshopped or anything, but people were saying that it was like legit and stuff. Like I have no idea, but people had so much tech in Mop Remix. I don't remember this. Did we do this yesterday?
There was a strange increase in void activity within Aberys. We are still unsure what caused the surge.
Within Aberys? Pretty sure it was Sarkareth. It was pretty voidy.
We fight for a new... I investigated void incursions along the southern coast.
I've investigated southern incursions.
Had long passed when
So once you level in 80, you get a 5% XP bonus when leveling your other characters. That bonus stacks to 25% after you've done 5 characters to 80. That's how it makes it easier for alts, but it's only for characters within your warband, right? It's like up here. Oh, no. Because this character's not in the same warband. Okay, so you're just saying it's like it's account-wide. Well, it's warband-wide, I guess, because you're saying that's the new account. I mean, that is really cool. I'm glad, too, that I didn't level all my characters simultaneously, you know, because I was thinking about doing that, just getting like 71 and 72, 73, you know, but yeah, I'm glad that I did the monk first, and we're gonna blast the shaman, then we'll go the resto druid, and then maybe like a Voker next. Paladin next. I just want to get all the healers up. It's gonna be my task this week.
Much to teach you.
I don't really know what kind of videos I can be making this week, because no one wants to see a video on questing, right? Like, no one. I don't know. Maybe someone out there does, but what do we do? We talk to her. Did we not get all the...
Be open to possibilities.
Did we not get them all? Uh-oh. But like, I think I'm gonna make like a video where I'm like, I played in the WoW early access, so you didn't have to, you know, that kind of video. I think that'd be pretty interesting, just telling my experience. And how do I get back over there? We've made an oversight. But I think that could be interesting. Also, on the 26th, you know, the War Within officially drops. But for me, all 3 of my hobbies are getting some sort of update. So, wow, the War Within drops. It's huge, right? Like, that's a lot of my time. Number 2, I play Smite. Smite's like my other big game that I love to play. Smite 2's dropping. So, like, that's huge. And then Magic, the card game, Magic the Gathering. I play that all the time, and I've taken a break because the format that I enjoy is just overrun with like 2 cards. And on the 26th, they're doing a ban list, and like for sure those 2 cards are going. So, dude, it's just a good time. A good time for Chris. Good time.
All paths are possible.
All right, get me out of here.
The Riftwalker's absence. Could it be connected to the Dark Heart?
Ooh, that's a cool image. A very cool loading screen. But you know, once we get all the healers to 80, we can do the we can start pushing for IO. Well, once Mythic Plus dungeons drop. But I at least want to be, I'm going to be getting all the characters at 80, and then I'm going to be getting my monk. Once like Mythic Zeros are available, I'm going to be getting my monk's eye level up and stuff, like ready for a raid. If I have time, I might get like a second character like the Shaman ready for raid. Why are we doing this quest? I feel like we didn't do...
Why would there be void activity here? Why now?
We didn't do this quest last time. Right? Defeat Arthas? Yeah, we didn't do this last time.
Tracks. They might belong to our Riftwalker. Let's follow them.
Yeah, this is definitely not the quest line I did. Did I just skip this before?
Galakrond was consumed by a never-ending hunger, and that same hunger was used to empower the Dark Heart. The Riftwalkers reported fluctuations in void energy, followed by a period of calm.
Alright, two more shadows. I will say, like, one really cool thing that they've done
Dark heart be
in
absorbing
both
magical power.
Dragonflight and now so far in the War Within is they're doing a lot of like callbacks to old content. You know, for like the new folk like me that didn't play back in the Wrath of the Lich King. It's just nice, like seeing the old zones, fighting the old enemies, and getting like little nuggets of the story that was from that time. Because one of the biggest regrets of a player like me that didn't play back then is like, man, we missed out on some good story, like some good story. So like now, like I'll be introduced to these characters like Ilaria, and I just don't know who they are, you know. So it's really cool to see, like to go back and see that. See, now this looks like Lord of the Rings. Oh, speaking of Lord of the Rings, oh, that looks sick. Looks really cool. But speaking of Lord of the Rings, I saw a video today where they're making a new one. Not like a whole new, I think it actually is a whole new story set in that same world. I could be wrong on that, but they're making like an anime version of Lord of the Rings, and it looks really good. Like the graphics are really sick and all that stuff, and it's set to come out this December. So if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, definitely look that up because I don't think it's the same story. I think it's a whole new thing. But man, this, are you serious? This is a long flight. But yeah, this is definitely giving like Lord of the Rings meets Skyrim. A lot of flight though. Yeah, it definitely didn't make me do this quest line yesterday, so I don't know if I did something different or if it just makes you do something like a little different each time. But so far, this is a very cool zone that I've never been to before. I'm a huge fan.
Well, we're on the right track. Keep your gaze fixed on your target.
All right.
That voice.
Finally, some combat. Oh.
Shadows have taken her. Defend yourself.
Ooh, Fridays for me. Do y'all have like anything that y'all do like ritually each week? Or just like each weekend or Friday or you know whatnot? Because me and my wife, those of you who have watched me stream before know that every Friday we go, like that is our date night. Like we go shopping, like for groceries and stuff, and get our weekly groceries, and we go out to eat and stuff. So for me, I love Fridays because it means we get to eat out some good food. Not that our cooking's bad. Our cooking's good. Oh, please don't be watching, wife. But
The shadow. Why show me
I don't know.
this
It's just
illusion?
nice eating
What is the
something different.
Harbinger's plan?
Man, I wish Spirit Walker's Grace was just like baseline. Like I wish it was just like all the time. That would be nice. Hey, that statue's sick. What do we do? Observe the memory.
What news? Aim true.
Ah. My extra action button, like being down here with my weak cores, is throwing me off.
This is the last time I saw my son as a boy. My Arator. I was so thankful for that day. Zira helped me to reach out to him. Yet the light's power wasn't enough to defeat the League. Projecting the role of Ranger General was
I will
not
say,
an
like,
easy choice.
Going from monk to shaman, you definitely notice how much less mobility you have. Because like monks are just flying all over the place, but
Or at least to die with
it, you know, ghost wolf form is like, it's fine mobility, but man, it does not compare to it does not compare to just being a monk.
Use embracing the void. I don't regret that this is a hunt. And I'll pray I left my word.
Or like going from like Resto Druid.
Protect
Oh my
them.
god, dude, those things are so
And
mobile.
leaving the army of the light was just the same.
Alright, are we about to kind of like converge where we
Then have you
go
fallen
back to Dalaran?
I know. And yet my fate has not changed.
Just cast a few healing spells in case anyone needs healing.
We stand together.
It's falling out.
No! This isn't what happened!
You have forsworn the light, Illyria, and so you are
Oh, so this
my
is
enemy.
Turalion, or Turalian, who y'all were saying yesterday was the guy that just like kind of fell out and caused a bunch of bad stuff. He looks a lot like Anduin.
Greetings. Farewell. These invaders will find
Defend
no mercy in
the
my
rift.
domain.
Shaman's like really good for these quests because you can like throw down your healing rain where you know things are gonna spawn, but you can just cast chain lightning and just it'll tag things for you. Ooh, but sometimes people just like one-shot stuff. Got balanced druids out here. I thought balanced druids were dead. I guess if you're gonna level as a druid, balanced druid is like almost always the best one. So don't fault this guy. How much more we got? 2/3 done. Man, I'm so excited to unlock dungeons, though. I mean, I get why they kind of like make you do some quests to unlock it. But man, would it'd be so nice if we could just hop right into dungeons. Ooh, that double lava burst crunch. Nothing better than that noise. Okay, we're done. I was like, why do you evade me? Okay, how do we get back there? Probably the portal. Uh-oh. Yeah, questing absolutely shows me how stupid I am. Do y'all see how many things I just miss? Oh, can we fly? No, we can't. How do we get back over there? This portal. Aha. Found it. Whew. I'm really excited to explore Shaman's hero talent trees. They're both like pretty solid. So it's just exciting, like knowing that I'll get to play them both. Look at the Earth Elemental. Funny. Like that is one of the classes that I'm very excited to explore the talent trees. That and Prez Evoker. I didn't so Resto Shaman is one of the specs that I tested in the raid testing portion of the beta. But Preservation Evoker I did not. However, I did raid with a guild that had a Preservation Evoker who was like insane. and he was a big fan of the Chrono Warden hero talent tree in Raid. I don't know if it's better than Flame Shape, right? I just don't know. But he was saying that this was before they had changed it. They had flip-flopped how it ramps and stuff. He was saying that he really liked it. Your ramp was like very long, and just once you, like, if you timed it correctly, like he was saying, you could just like go crazy. But yeah, that's one that I didn't test, but I cannot wait to test Preservation of Ochre and raiding. It's one of those specs that I've never raided as. Like I never tried taking it in. But I know I would really enjoy it. That and Holy Paladin. I did raid a bit in as Holy Paladin in like one of my backup guilds way back in the day, like way back in Shadowlands, but I do want to go back and like I kind of want to have a second guild this season and just kind of like cycle alts in the second like heroic guild or something. Maybe even find like another like low mythic raiding guild. Just so I can like raid 4 nights a week. Be gaming. Be deep in the gaming sauce.
Greetings.
Try not to waste my time.
Alright. We've seen it all, I think.
So it is Zalatath who has claimed the Dark Heart.
Okay. Yeah, we've seen it.
It's best if I leave. I'm a danger to you all, so long as Zalatath's gaze is cast upon me.
I have many wares.
Man, this zone is really cool looking, but kind of annoying to like traverse. I'm not constantly go back and forth. Pretty annoying. Like, do we need to watch this? This is the same as what was that one dungeon last season? Not last season, but season 3. Kind of like the Tazavesh, Solea's Gambit, and I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The dungeon that was like the 2-parter, the upper and the lower. Kara, I cannot think of it. But people hated the one that made you just like watch yourself fly for like a total of like 3 minutes in each dungeon run. It's like, man, do we need this? Especially in like the great push and stuff, they'd make them watch that. What was that dungeon called? Upper Karazim. Karazim? Maybe.
Still no word from Magni?
No, the speaker of Azeroth remains strangely silent.
That noise is so awesome. Like the perfect amount of dopamine.
Radiant song. It has to be.
Lucas Walker said the Ethereals heard a similar song before Koresh was destroyed.
Ooh, okay. I think we're gonna shut the stream. We did hit 80 on the Mistweaver, but this portion of the leveling, the questing, is very slow, and I'm not gonna bore you guys with it. But you know, once we get this character up to the levels that I can do dungeons again, I'll stream like tomorrow or the next day. But I don't want to bore you guys with this quest because we did it yesterday, and yeah, it's very slow. So I will be cutting the stream here, but guys, I'll see you. I plan on streaming tomorrow. I'll let you guys know if something comes up. But yeah, we're streaming the early access. It's been a good time. It's very chill. I know some other streamers are taking it like crazy, but I've just been making it like it's been a fun gaming experience. I've really actually liked it because I feel like I can take my own pace. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. We hit 80 on the Mistweaver, so the sky is the limit. Sky is the limit. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. So go enjoy your weekend, the start of your weekend, the rest of your work day.